Yo, check it out, we rapping for the Texans. Full big in Crenshaw Bridge, we flexing. Houston rap style, we bringing the heat. Talking Texas football, nothing compete. Got the best podcast, the loudest in the game. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Remember the name, we talking draft picks. We talking defense, we break it all down. No nonsense. H-Town, Victor, my show live on the mic. Talking Texas football every Wednesday night with special guests dropping knowledge, taking the stage. Digging in Crenshaw Briggs, we holding it down in the H-Town, wiping it down. Talking touchdowns in H-Town. Houston culture, we holding it down. Talking news and rumors, keeping it real. No filter, we got the Texans appeal. In the Lone Star City, we're living it up. Talking all things Texas, we can't get enough. From the football field to the concrete jungle, we're ripping H-Town. Ain't nothing humble, bitch.
Yo. Welcome to the Texas Fan Battle Podcast. I'm your host for the night, Crenshaw, and I'm with my crew tonight. We got Mr. Bo Diggity 713. Talk to him.
Yo, what's good? What's happening, man? Game time is tomorrow.
Game time is tomorrow. Okay. And Keno cannot be with us today. Our thoughts and prayers to him, It's so sad. No, I'm just messing with y'all.
Yeah.
He's getting ready for he's getting ready for the baby. He's getting ready for the baby. So can you hear nothing? Can y'all hear me though, right?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah.
Hey, Roy, just join back in with that link that we got you. Okay.
Okay. All right. So I introduced Roy when he come back, and we got Mr. Chef Briggs in the building. Talk to him.
Boys, we're gonna be cooking up some treats tomorrow.
Oh man, we're cooking up the treats, man. No tricks, just treats.
Sure.
All right, fellas. All right, let's get off into it, man. So Sunday we had our recap, and we saw some things that we've been seeing all year, but I think this game right here, it has made folks really open up their eyes of the play calling. This particular guy, Bobby, was getting a lot of praise all last year. During the summer, we was afraid that he was going to be gone. Someone's going to snatch him up as being a coach. But when he came back, oh yeah, let's go, CJ. Continuity, bang, bang, boom, 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 getting the back, blah, 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 blah. But as we seen in the first 8 weeks, he's not as good as we thought he was. Now, Bo, I know you go back and watch film. Now, either you could talk to me about the offensive line, or you could talk to me just about the play calling. Talk to me, Bo.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, when whatever play he calls, the O line is not executing it to where it's supposed to be. So it starts with the O line. Everyone says football mentality. It starts up front. So if your O line is bad, no matter who you got running the ball, no matter who you got throwing the ball, no matter what play call, no matter what coach is calling the play, if your O line is not on the same page and it's bad, nothing's going to work. So at the end of the day, we can, you know what? Both parties are not. You can't say, well, you can't blame Bobby, you can't blame O line. They're both at fault. O line and Bobby both at fault. But at the end of the day, I'm going to put more on the O line because it's week 8 or week 9 right now, right? It's week 9 right now, and they still ain't jailed. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. O line, blame O line.
And the biggest thing is that we had lesser talent. Well, let me get the air quotes. The lesser talent last year than we do this year, and it's, to me, it seems like it's 4 times worse. Like it is just a complete 180.
The reason why it's 4 times worse, Mr. Briggs, because last year those guys communicated better. These guys, these guys we have now, they don't communicate better, so they don't know who to block. So when they do stunts, they get confused. You know what I'm saying? Last year, those guys communicated across the line, and then of course they knew that their job was temporary as well. So of course they're gonna put it a little harder. These guys, boom, they all got contracts. They know they're gonna be here for 3 or 4 years. So it's like, hey, shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then our leader on the line, our captain, we go as further as he goes. If he don't give a shit, why would they give a shit? I just don't understand why are they doing this to CJ. Usually people do that to quarterbacks that they don't like. This is a likable guy. You know what I'm saying? He's out there praying for guys, lifting guys up, giving back to the community. So I just don't understand why they can't block for him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Big Roy back in the building. Can you hear us now, sir?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, got y'all, boss. I'm on, boss.
All right, man. We were just basically, talking a little bit about a Sunday's game. You wasn't here with us on Sunday, so give us your thoughts on the game of what you've seen and what needs to get changed going forward.
I mean, first and foremost, it's the offensive line. Well, I'm not gonna say the entirety offensive line is Kenyon Green. On that first drive. I mean, the second drive when Patterson came in.
You can put Scruggs in there. You can put Scruggs. Scruggs has been. It's no more letting it loose for him. It's time to hold.
Yeah,
put Shaq Mason in there too.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good game, man. I mean, as far as I was there Sunday, so this was my first game that I attended this year, and seeing the whole 20, the all 22, what I saw. The biggest thing, I'm not biased at all. I'm one of the realest Texans fans people gonna ever see. Me, CJ missed at least 4 major reads in that game, and 2 of them was really touchdowns that he missed. The defense, out of these 6 wins, like I tell my guys, my boys that I talk to a lot, these 6 wins, the offense only won 1 game to me, and that was week 1 against the Colts. Defense have won 5 games. Defense has came in, closed it out, did what they had to do. But for Sunday, it was a hard fought game. I was nervous, but it goes back to the offensive line, and it basically is Kenyon Green. Let's just be honest with you. That's what it goes back to. Yeah, Kenyon Green. Yeah,
I agree with you. Like, I mean, of course, it goes on offensive line, especially Kenyon Green, but it goes more to Bobby Slowick too, because the whole offensive line has been being affected. And Bo and I, we watched film from this year to this year, and I didn't want to believe him at first, but he's hitting the nail in the coffin. Bobby's running these long receiver routes where it takes too long for the play to develop, and that's what's hurting. And also, now that we don't have Diggs and Collins, maybe it'll be a little bit different. But when we had those 3, Diggs, Collins, and Dell, we lined them up on the same side, and they're running pretty much the exact same route. So, like, you're not helping nobody here. Even Tony, who was against the Green Bay game, when we went for 2 points, Tony Romo said, "What are they doing here? They're running the same route in the same area. Like, it makes no sense." So some of the blame goes on Bobby Slowick, especially with the play calls, like that toss on 3rd down, stupid. The screen pass, stupid. I know we got these Bobby Slowick fanboys, but look, at the end of the day, it's time to start being accountable to this whole team. Because we're 6-2, but we're barely 6-2. Like, once we play the big boys, we're not going to win, as you can tell against Green Bay.
That is true. That is true. We, like I say, we barely getting by. But like I say, since we winning, people overlook that right there. But Bobby play calling has been suspect since last year. I mean, how many jet sweeps we gonna run, man? He was running jet sweeps this way, jet sweeps that way. I mean, Bobby was getting grief when we had Tank out there blocking on the goal line when he got hurt. Like, why was Tank in there blocking like that? In the Cincinnati game when they had CJ threw the interception in the end zone, we could have put the game away last year. I mean, it's a lot of questionable play calling, man. But it's finally catching up to him this year because CJ hasn't been looking the same as he looked last year. But I mean, hopefully the shit gets better, but I doubt it. So we're gonna be living with this all year. Pulling our hair out and everything.
Chris, again, to me, it has to go back. Not even Bobby. It has to go somewhat to D'Amico too, because last year our average time of the ball in CJ's hand was 4.1 seconds. Mm-hmm. This year is the 6.8 seconds average. That's way too long.
Yeah,
and the reason why it's on D'Amico should say, "Hey, okay, something's fucked up here." it's time to make a change. Like we gotta figure something out. The calls you're playing is not going to get you a head coaching job. So fix it and fix it now.
Now, I do have a question. It's a one is a concern. You guys are absolutely right about Bobby. Another problem I have with Bobby, 98% of his plays is run out of a bunch formation. You cannot run that all the time, and you're trying to run halfback screens out of a bunch formation when it's three wide outs at the top and one, and then you're running to the three wide outside. No, I mean it's just common sense, man. It's to me. But now the question I have for you guys, because I heard Bobby last week say that one of the announcers asked him, the reporters asked him, can CJ audible out? And he said yes. So is it on? It's on Bobby too. But do CJ get a little grief for this too? Because everybody in the United States that watches Texans see that blitz is coming. Hell, nobody's disguising it. They're bringing a backer down. They're bringing a safety down, and they're showing you we coming. So while CJ is not ordering out of that to get a quick pass out, that's one of my actual questions. I want to be. I want to know, understand also.
I mean, he should be doing that.
Man,
I mean, go ahead, Bo.
You know the reason why he don't have time to auto, because they don't get the play call fast enough. If they get the play call fast enough, get out the huddle, he can survey the defense, see what he has, what he don't have, and check into a hot route or whatever. So that way, a slant or something quick, a running back out, something quick to get the ball out your hands fast. But they're not getting the play call. They got out the huddle. There's no urgency. Line moving slow. Until they get that, and able to CJ to get there, he can audible and see what he has. But for the most part, the O-line got to learn how to pick up stunts. Because most of the time it's really just stunts. If you pick up stunts, you're good. But I do agree. If you see that safety inching up or that corner is kind of scooting over closer and closer, a blitz is coming, CJ. Find a hot route, throw it, and get your 4 or 5 yards and keep the chains moving. Don't wait for a long development play, especially on second, like when it's 2nd and 10. Get something so you're not in third and long every time. So I agree.
We kind of talked about we kind of talked about Sunday. Mm-hmm. I think it's the inexperience of Bobby, right? Like, Bo, you're right. Like they don't get out of huddle until like 18 seconds left on the time clock, and he has to do all these pre-snap motions, have Diggs run back 8 times, and all that. And at the beginning of the season, we were so frustrated with all the false starts and all the ineligible ineligible linemen down the field. Yeah. But now it's starting to make sense, right? Like it's starting to make sense. The snap count is off, and it has to go back to that. But so it's inexperience. So I think it is time for somebody else, like a Gerard Johnson, who used to be a quarterback, to say, "Hey, CJ, when you see this guy come up, this is what you do. And when that guy comes up, this is what you call. Get out of that play. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You got to call the blitz better." Because, again, like Crystal said, it's night and day from last year to this year. Like, he was the best. Pick up the blitz. Now he's one of the worst. So, like, what's the combo?
Yeah. And also, CJ and the receivers have to get on the same page, too. So you have to have chemistry to know, like, hey, if this safety is cheating down, I'm open my palm, I'm close my fist, something to let you know I'm throwing a hot route. So that way there's not a whole bunch of check, clapping fast. It's subtle, but your receiver knows what you want to do. So they got to get chemistry on that end as well. Because teams know, hey, we blitz the Texans, we can possibly win this game. So you're going to deal with blitzes. You're going to keep dealing with blitzes, and he's going to see that tomorrow against the Jets. So they're going to figure out something out.
A lot tomorrow. I mean, I think I saw a stat that they said that last Sunday game versus the Colts, that was the most he was blitzed, and that's 2 weeks in a row. Green Bay was the first one, and now it's the Colts. And like you said, tomorrow, I'm really nervous about tomorrow. The reason why I'm worried about tomorrow because the Jets coming. They gonna blitz. They coming.
I mean, the Jets have nothing to lose. I mean, it's a must win for them. It's not really a must win for us, but I would love to win, but it's a must win for them. They 2-6, so they got to do something to keep their season alive. And then, of course, no one liked that field, so that's what I'm nervous about. That field is trash.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
trash. Only good thing is not gonna be cold or anything.
I'm
From
about to
what
say
the
what's
weather.
weather like tomorrow,
Exactly.
but
It's no rain
Yeah.
tomorrow, is it?
No. It's no. When I
Okay,
looked at it,
good.
when I looked at it yesterday, it was no rain. I think the high was 75. I think the low was like 49. So I don't think the weather's not going to be and it shouldn't be any rain. So from what the weather
That's a good question
forecast
that person just asked.
was that.
Huncho, yeah, that's a good question, Huncho. I don't know. You know what?
for the people
You know what?
who can't read it, it says, "How confident are y'all with Lassiter covering Wilson?"
Be honest, on my part, I'll go first because you guys are the veterans. So I'm gonna say
Yeah,
my
go
piece and
ahead.
I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm nervous about just period the defensive backs period as a whole because we all are fans. So I mean, if y'all saw it, I have saw it. I mean, I saw it. I know you guys have seen it also. Every game, it's a wide receiver running free one or twice a game. We are 6-2 because we'll play some bad quarterbacks that have not hit those guys that was running wide open, man.
that's true.
Every game, and I'll just think back the Colts game. The only game I think a wide receiver did not run free, and the quarterback didn't have a chance to hit him was in Chicago. Was against the Bears, but every game a wide receiver is breaking free, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that on the back end to save my life. And I played inside linebacker, so I know how coverage is supposed to go.
Yeah.
I do not understand why every week, somehow, some way, a wide receiver is running wide open. If the quarterback hit him or not, that's a problem. Because tomorrow, if somebody run free, Aaron Rodgers is not gonna miss. He's not gonna miss tomorrow. Hands down, he's not.
Well,
Yeah, well, for the most part, when that happens, because D'Amico likes to run a lot of high safety, it's really up to Kalen Bullock to figure out is he going to the left side of the field or right side of the field. So sometimes it's wrong, because D'Amico has Eric Murray either crowding the box and covering the tight end, maybe covering the receiver, inside slot, something like that. So you leave Kalen Bullock back there playing single high safety, maybe 30 or something, 40 yards off the ball. So that way he can either get to either side of the field to help. So I think when it comes to that, it's a little bit of inexperience as well for Kamari as well. They're both rookies. It's a shame that we have to depend on two rookies in the defensive back. When you had players who should have been healthy to come out there, and Jimmy Ward, Jeff Okudah, to have somebody out there with some kind of experience, but they're working with rookies, so they're going to make mistakes. And even with that route last Sunday against the Colts, that was a pick route. So I'm not really
it was a pick route.
Petrie
Petrie
that bad, but it was a pick
failed.
route. But I do agree, he beat times. I'm like, where's the defensive player at? Why is Justin Jefferson running naked in the middle of the field? He should be covered. So I don't know. Hopefully D'Amico figures something out. And you have to deal with Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson. Come on now. So
and Mike Williams.
And Mike Williams and the tight end. What's his name? Conkling, the tight end.
Yeah.
Then you should
and the
put
running backs
you should put you should put Stingley on him.
It's really going to be a test. I mean, Aaron Rodgers' age may come into effect a little bit, and maybe if we can get to Aaron Rodgers and sack him, it'll help the defensive backs. But if we don't get pressure on Aaron Rodgers and he's back to throw all game just easy, he's going to pick us apart. They're going to get picked apart. That defense will get picked apart if we can't get Aaron Rodgers on the ground.
Well, we better get pressure. I mean, he's hurt right now, so better get pressure on him. I will put Stingley on Wilson and then put the rookie on Devontae Adams. That's
They don't
what
run man. They don't run man like that.
That's what I do, like man. That. And give him some help on the other side, man. Give him some help on the other side, man. Gotta do it like that.
This is my answer. We should quit playing 10 yards off the receiver.
Oh, they're gonna keep doing that.
I know they are, but I'm just saying this is the answer. You man up, you press at the line, and whose offensive line is worse than the Texans right now? The New York Jets.
Yeah.
So you send the house at them. You make it where Aaron Rodgers don't have time to get to those guys. Like
the scary part about that, if they don't get there.
Right, exactly. But we've seen the pressers. I mean, they're the number one pressure team, so they can get there. But the thing is a lot of time, especially in the third quarter, I've been preaching this. Third quarter, it's like D'Amico and Bobby both on both sides, offense and defense. they go on the bench and take a nap because they get so damn conservative. That we're up by 10 points. We're cool. Let's just coast. And so they go there and take a nap with Kenyon Green because his ass didn't even show up to the game. So like, why? Like we need to quit being conservative. We were playing down to our level. We need to put the foot on the gas and drive all the way to the Super Bowl. Quit with this nonsense. Quit with this. It's okay. Here's a participation trophy. Like everybody's a winner. No, there's only one, and it needs to be the Texans.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Jets only sacked New England 2 times last week. So I mean, their offense line is bad as well. So hopefully, it could be the same with us hold up a little bit. All right, so let's get off of the Texans news. We got the news came out yesterday. We pretty much knew what was going to happen, but since it's official, Stephon Diggs is out for the season. Uh, that's a tough hit right there. But I'm gonna start with you, Big Roy. How do you think the offense gonna be better now since he's gone, or you think he's gonna be missed?
Uh, he'll be missed tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow. I think when Nico be back next week versus Detroit, um, they should be okay. But he will be missed tomorrow. He was that true two that you can lean on to step in like he stepped in when Nico been out. It's a blow, man. And I was at the game, and I saw it at first, and I told everybody that sat by me, I said, he tore his ACL. I said, he either tore his ACL or he tore his Achilles. You just don't have a non-contact injury, fall down, and his reaction at the game, throwing his helmet down. CJ went to a complete knee and started praying. I say, yeah, it's bad now. Yesterday, I told Huncho, who just asked the question, it felt like I lost my best friend yesterday. When I already knew what happened, but when I saw the news, it hit me because I know that they was all in for this year with him. So it's a blow. It's going to hurt tomorrow, straight up. No lie. On my part, that's what I think.
Yeah, it was definitely a blow. We're gonna miss his energy. This team is already sometimes looks lifeless on the sideline, other than Joe Mixon. I feel like him and Joe Mixon bring the energy that this team desperately needs. So every Sunday or every game day. So to lose him definitely be a big miss. I just want everyone who was just banging the drums and leading the charge for John Mechie to stay on this team. I want y'all to keep that same energy tomorrow. I need Mechie to come out there and perform, man. It's point blank period. That's all we really and truly. Woods, Mechie, Hutchinson, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. CJ don't need all the help he can get. We don't get Nico back till next game, the Lions, right? The Lions game, right? We don't get him back to the Lions game. So, hey, man, the receivers, y'all want y'all time to shine. This is it. This is it. You can't get any more. I mean, and it's so crazy because even last year we lost Nico in that game. We were down to what, just Woods and Hutchinson, and that's all we had in that game. So
and Brown and Noah Brown.
So I mean, hey man, y'all got to come out there swinging. Don't lay down. Just keep the same energy up. Tank, get them boys ready. TJ, get them boys ready and go out there and go perform. Because yes, Stephon Diggs is a huge miss because that's your possession receiver. That's your receiver since Nico's been out. That's who CJ looks for to keep the chains going. So hopefully Mechie can step up in that role.
Yeah.
What about Hutch, y'all? What y'all think about Hutch?
You know what? Hutch surprised me in the game. So hopefully he can do the same.
That's what I was about to say. Who's not going to miss Stephon Diggs? These young guys. I mean, you kind of saw a glimpse of it last Sunday against the Colts. Metch made a big play. Hutch has been clutch on third down, so they're stepping up now. You just got to take that one step further and beat those receivers. Now, Woods did make a play, but he needs, like Bo said, he's making $9 million. Like he needs to be making $9 million for a reason. Like Woods needs to show up on Sunday. Now, this is the reason why I didn't want to get rid of Noah Brown. Just for this reason. I mean, you see what he's doing on the Commanders. Yeah, it was a hell of a Hail Mary, kind of a right place, right time play. But Noah Brown still brings you that experience and that clutch for CJ. So I wish we would have kept him over Robert Woods, but wish it could have, it's old news now. So now we just got to take a step forward. But I think it's going to help Dell because now he can scheme Dell better. I think Dell's going to have a Jaguars type game like he did last year, week 3.
Well, even with that scheme and Dell open, I need Bobby to understand that, hey, Hutch, Woods, Mechie don't have to be 40-yard pass receivers. Quick out routes, slants, comeback, stop, goes. Just move the chains and hopefully you get close enough in the end zone or red zone to get the ball to Mixon and let Mixon finish it off. So you don't have to turn these receivers into number one receivers and ask them to do what you asked Nico to do or what you asked Stephon to do. But go out there with a mindset of, hey, if all we can do is move the chain and keep the chains going with quick little 3 yards here, 5 yards here, 4 yards here, then do that. Like, that's all we need them to do. Get in the red zone, Mixon. Let's go.
I hate the Titans with a passion because this is all about fuck Bud Adams. But we have to do our best impersonation of them. We have to treat him like he's Derrick Henry and give him 30 carries a game until Nico Collins comes back. Like, we got to feed that man the rock.
Oh yeah, tomorrow win is going to have to go to me personally. From what I'm thinking, tomorrow win has to go through Mixon. Mixon, it has to go through Mixon tomorrow. I have confidence in CJ, but I don't have confidence in the O line. And CJ is shell shocked right now a little bit, man, because that pressure is on him. That pressure's on him, man. So he's a little shell shocked a little bit. So Mixon has to carry this, and like Bo said, man, Mixon is the dog on this team, man.
Yeah,
he is the alpha dog on this team. He makes it run, man, straight up right now.
Yeah, and I agree with Roy because if you go back and look at those all 22, whatever the plays, you see CJ is like, okay, me personally, like, okay, this would have been open if he would just wait a little bit longer, but he don't have time to wait. You don't have time. You don't have time to go through his progressions and say, okay, I might get hit here, but I can still throw the ball to him. No, you don't have time for that. So I agree. If the O-line can give him time to look around and go through his progressions, and he can make the plays. He has the talent to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the guy that we started the show off talking about, Kenyon Green. So he still is going to start tomorrow, but he's on a short lease. I think Kendrick Green should have came in and ran some reps for him. But I'm gonna start off with you, Bo. How do you feel about that, man? Like, okay, based on what I'm saying, how long you think they're gonna keep him out there before they actually pull him this time?
They're not gonna pull him. That's the thing. Like he's gonna have to do something crazy for them to pull him. And all I can do is just hope and pray that the Jets don't line Quinn Williams over him every snap of the ball. Just move Quinn Williams on the side every now and then. Let Quinn Williams go against Shaq Mason. Don't just continually abuse Kenyon Green. And Kenyon Green, you gotta just man up, man. Just man up and just try your hardest, bro. That's all I can say. Try your hardest, and hopefully we don't get CJ hurt in this game. Because really, what all comes down to this, like you said, Chris Sharp, this isn't a break, for us. Like if we lose this game, okay, we'll come back next week stronger. For them, it's a winner. They have to win this one. So for us, my main thing is get out of this Thursday night football game healthy. No one gets hurt, please. The last thing we need is somebody else to get hurt. So my main focus is, yes, I would love to win this game. I would love to win this game, but come out healthy. Everybody come out clean, please. That's all I can ask for.
All right. Roy, what you think?
For Kenyon Green, to be honest with you, they pulled him last game in the first series. If that first series and they drop back and start passing, and Williams will be over him. I mean, if I had a team and I'm looking at the offense, that's the weakest link. So I'm going at him. I'm putting my best over there and I'm going at him. So I guarantee you in that first series, if let's just say we run 5 plays, if Williams is in CJ face 2 or 3 times, I think they're gonna pull him, because this is a game that that scares me, because I'm scared that this is the game that CJ could get hurt. I'm knocking on wood. I don't want him to get hurt.
Same thing last year. Same person.
I don't want him to get hurt. But this is a game that they will send it, like y'all say, man. The Jets don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to lose. So they trying to get that. I think I heard Aaron Rodgers this morning say he said something towards the fact on ESPN when they spoke with him that this Thursday it needs to start their winning streak. So they know what they up against, man. They know what their backs against the wall up there in New York. So I say Kenyon Green is one series, man. If it's that bad, and think I didn't watch that kid before y'all go on. I watched that kid since he was in Little League. I had one of my best friends in Tennessee that coached him in Little League. I watched that young kid grow up. I watched him at A&M. I heard about his work ethic in A&M. I think the biggest knock for Kenyon Green now is that he got drafted home. From what I'm hearing, and I don't want nobody. I mean, it's quote unquote, he's a mama's baby. So, and you can kind of tell when you're around, when you look at him, you can kind of tell what's going on with it, man. So I'm kind of I'm upset because I thought that was a great pick when they picked him because he was a true offensive guard because we never had that. We had the Bill O'Brien era when he'll draft the tackle, move him to guard, or draft the center and do all that interchangeable stuff. This was a true guard, so I was cool with that pick because I knew how the kid was. But now it's just like he's lost in the sauce, and I don't understand.
He reminded me a lot of Chester Pitts, like a high potential type of guy that you can constantly rely on, and he hasn't been that guy.
But that doesn't make any sense because like I don't want to make this a Kenyon Green Sammy, but at the same time it's like you have a Pro Bowler in Tunsil, you have a Pro Bowler in Shaq Mason, a Super Bowl champion Shaq Mason. You have veterans on this team to guide you to be great. And you tell me they're not guiding him to be great. They're not giving him any kind of techniques, anything.
We already talked about this, bro. No, because they're too worried about.
If that's not happening, that's sad.
They're too worried about what was it? What would you say, Chris? Their clothes, their
fashion. They worry about fashion and everything. They ain't trying to nobody.
Look, I love everybody. It doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter what religion, anything. But we need some white boys.
I swear, I promise to God, bro. I put it on my daddy, on my dad grave. I've been saying that we need a couple of white guys that guard that just don't care. That's jumping out of Chevy trucks, don't care how they look. Gonna go in there, bust your ass, and get up out of NRG every.
They're coming to practice, but just finishing a 2-hour fishing trip right before. Like that's the kind of guys who like. They went bird hunting on their off day. Like we need some of those guys that put the fear in. Not these guys like, oh, look at my new sunglasses. Like, bro.
But I'll tell you this. I did when I heard one of you guys say got Larry Tunsil. He's not. He's diva type. I would love to see.
Yeah, Chris I've been saying that from day one.
Yeah, he's diva type. I would love to see a Kenyon Green next to Trent Williams. See, Trent still dressed like that, but Trent is a true dog. Trent gonna come to work and he's gonna make him. This
guy got perfect. That's doing right there. Billy Bob from Varsity Blues. Big old boy. Just take
it up. Thinking about we could have had Trent Williams, but
could have had Trent Williams. He was at home.
Brian didn't pull that tree. He went and got Larry Tunsil anyway. Come on now, man.
Yep.
Would have got Trent Williams and saved all those picks that we gave up.
Oh man.
And he wanted to come here. Right down the street in Sugar Land, he lived.
Oh man. Well, okay. Well, let's move on to the same guys. Except for Aziz, he's been playing well, but he's out again. But Jimmy Ward, that's Bo Diggery's favorite player on the Texans. He's a favorite player. Damian Pierce, I don't know what's going on with that groin of his. He's out again. So I mean, I guess you could say, especially Aziz, man, we're really gonna miss him because we need some linebackers out there. The other two guys, I think we'll be okay with. Now these two guys, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, top 8 in sacks, man. Hunter was getting a lot of grief this year, saying he's not getting to the quarterback. He's getting the pressures, but he's not getting to the quarterback. But he's showing that, hey, I might be up in age, but I still could get there. Will Anderson trying to make his case for Defensive Player of the Year. So that's pretty good right there.
Can we please stop that?
You about to say?
Can we please stop that?
Oh, with the picks?
I'm sorry.
Well, that's gonna always happen, bro. All year.
I'm tired of
what?
He can get
Talking about we
there.
gave
But
up too much for Will Anderson to get him.
no, not Will Anderson. I'm talking about the deal.
Oh, Neil Hunter. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now
I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing these fans saying,
We didn't
"Oh,
trade for him though, right? That was just that was a sign.
no, that was a free agent signing.
no." I'm just saying what fans are saying about Hunter is
Oh,
he can get to the quarterback. He just can't finish.
gotcha.
Bro,
Gotcha.
sacks aren't
Gotcha.
all the story. Like, yes, would sacks be wonderful? Absolutely. But you know who's eating? You got Tim Settle that's eating. You got
Yeah,
Mario
Tim
Edwards
Settle,
before he got suspended eating. The Nico Autry's been eating since he came back. Who's the other guy that we like? Khalil Davis has been eating. You want to know why?
Davis,
You know why? Because of Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. That's why. Because you're making step up in the pocket and those guys are collapsing.
Yeah.
So, like,
I think they're looking more as like pressures and sacks, but are y'all not paying attention to what Daniil Hunter's doing in the run game? That man is stout
leads the
stuff.
league in edge for
around
tackles
him.
for loss. Leads the league. Come on,
So,
man.
But
I mean, it's not pretty. It's not sexy. It's not a
stat watch though.
Sacks are sexy. I know it's not sexy, but hey, if you watch Neil Hunter, he's taking on double teams and stuffing the run.
Yeah.
So, what more can you ask for?
He leads the league on the edge with tackles for loss.
Yep.
He right now he's putting JJ Watt numbers up, but people's like, oh, he's terrible. Get him out of here. Terrible.
But no, I truly believe they're both revving it up. Like, I guess it took him a little weeks to get the rust off. I mean, Will Anderson is finding his moves that work for him, was swing move, dip, rip, or swat. Like he's finding things that works for him for his rush plays, and you see it's coming into fruition. So it's his second year, 1.5 years season. So he's getting a lot better. Like I said, the Neil Hunter stuffing the run, doing what he needs to do. It's helping the linebacker stay clean. So what more do you ask for?
I just need Chris. You might help me with the guy's name, but the guy who played in Modern Family, the short chubby stepson.
I don't watch Modern Family.
You know who I'm talking about? Right? The guy from Houston.
Oh,
Modern Family.
They're twins. I don't know their name though. I know you're talking about their twins.
But you need him to come and teach Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter how to flop. Like, they need some acting lessons. Like, they've been holding this whole time. They've been getting held. And they need to start, start seasoning on the field or something, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. They don't flop a lot. If they put their arms in the air and do a little flailing and stuff, then I guess they'll get some calls. But they rarely call holding on Will Anderson or Daniil. Really on anybody on D line.
On a D line, yeah.
All right. I got a question for you, Roy. You say you was a former linebacker. Now, if you heard the comments that Anthony Richardson said after the game that he was tired, he had to take a play off, how would that make? Matter of fact, no. If you was on his team, how would that make you feel as a player by your leader saying that shit?
I can't respect it, man. I can't respect it. I mean, first of all, you are the franchise. You're the fourth pick overall, so you're the franchise. You're the franchise quarterback. Like ESPN, the guys on there speaking the other morning, and I was just getting ready to work, and I going to work. I was shaking my head because what they was preaching. Shannon went and I forgot the guy's name. They was preaching. What they were saying is that offensive linemen, those guys battle. If they're battling all day, offensive defensive linemen is battling all day long. They can't tap out. They can't do that. They can't do that. We have saw Lamar Jackson run all around the field, get hit. He ain't never tapped out. And then, so your question, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't respect him. He's basically lost that locker room, and that's the reason why
Joe Flacco's starting.
There you go. That's the reason why Joe Flacco is starting, man. That man they have lost that locker room, man. I think I'm in a battleground group and a bunch of Colts fans, and they were saying there how Michael Pittman Jr. Unfollowed him after the game Sunday. He unfollowed him, like he's losing that, man. Like you already can't hit passes from 5 to 20 yards. Simple routes. I don't think you can do is hit the long ball. And now you're in there and you're tapping out on drives. Come on, man, because you tired.
Not just a drive, Big Roy, but third down. Third and goal.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like that's who was Dan Orlovsky. No, that wasn't Daniel Orlovsky. It was Shannon Sharp. He said football is one play away. One play away.
One play.
And then, and then you take it out. Like, come on, bro.
So my question is, how can Anthony Richardson, let's just say he get back in there, they on a long drive, offensive line tied, wide receivers and ran 20, 30 yards downfield, they got to come back. But then you look in the huddle and tell those guys, hey man, I need y'all to give me y'all all. We trying to get down here and score. But you done tapped out before in the game in Houston where you scrambled for 20 yards and got hit. And think about it, he must have to tap out. All he had, well, he could have tapped out, but he didn't have to bring it to the media like that. It could have been in it. He could have called a timeout and said,
lie. I mean, all you gotta do is lie.
Yeah, he could lie, man. Like I say, call a timeout, and he could have told Shane Stockton, "Hey, man, I didn't like what I saw." You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to say he was tired. So it's wild, man. It's wild.
Well, they definitely calling him the N-word. I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he does, man. Hey man, I'm in some groups, man, and them Colts fans. I'm in one of their one of their groups. A lot of Colts fans can't stand him, and it was before this. This was way before he tapped out, man. They just didn't like him. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Okay. All right. So next week is the trade deadline. So, after this game right here, this is a big game. After this game, we're gonna really see what we need because it's gonna be the game that we got no Diggs, we got no Nico, so we're just gonna go out there with Tank. We got the same offensive line issues. So we're gonna see after this game what we need. But who would you like, Roy, coming back to you again, to trade for that makes sense for the team, whether if it's on offense or defense?
Oh man, it's kind of hard for me. We talked about the Tyreek stuff. I don't really think the Texans need Tyreek. That's just me being honest with you. I don't really think they need a receiver like that. Period. I think they can go with Nico and with Dale, and then you got Schultz. He needs to step his game up, and then you got Hutch. If Hutch and the rest of the boys can get in there and Woods can give you what they got to get, I don't think they need another receiver. I'm more concerned about the back end, but I know people been talking about Buda Baker. I'm not big on Buda Baker because he can't cover. He can't cover, and the type of safety Buda Baker is, we already have that in Jalen Petrie.
Number
He
5.
plays in the box.
Yep.
He plays in the box. So I really, man, I'm the offensive for sure. I think we need another offensive lineman to guard. Be honest with you, but I don't know what guard is out there is available. So that's not. If we had to trade for something right now, that. And then I have a question for y'all about what y'all think about Christian Harris. What's going on with him, man? What are they lying to us?
Man, I
Zip
don't
him
know.
up. Zip him up.
Yeah.
Zip him up. I've lost all hope. I don't care no more. Yo, Christian Harris, relax, go rest up, rehab. See you next year, brother. Because I thought you were coming back week 6, week 5. I'm good.
Okay. So I'm sorry for taking that off subject, man. But I just want to pop that
it's
in
cool because he's been MIA. Ever since he got the nickname Harris County, he ain't been the same.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, has he been on the sideline though?
No.
Yeah, I saw him a couple of games.
He's on my sideline. I see him on sideline.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I saw him on the sideline Sunday. I think they showed a picture of him.
All right. So if a player is hurt
He's
on
alive.
if a player hurt on the sideline, are they allowed to get interviewed?
I don't think so.
It's up to the team. The team conduct the interviews. So they give you a lineup of who's going to do interviews.
But do you think he should tweet something or just let us know what's going on, the progress?
Do an Instagram post. Let's know everything good, brother.
Hey,
like I'm alive, y'all.
Even better, Christian Harris. You want to come and speak your truth? You have a spot here at the Texas Fan Bar, brother. Come on, we got you. We got you.
D'Amico he's not gonna let it happen. That's why he keeps shooting. That's why he keeps shooting every question that comes to him. We'll let you know when he's coming back. So,
well, going back to the trade talks, one person I would like to see, and I think they can pull it off, is Andres Pete from the Raiders. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler over there back with the Saints. He's had a pretty good, decent year with the Raiders this year. He brings automatically upgrades the line. He knows that zone blocking, so you gotta go that route. Would I like the Eric the liability Murray replaced? Yes, but I think that could wait. I think your most important thing is protecting CJ, and like you said, Big Roy, get him out of that shell shock.
Man, he's shocked.
Like we can't have another David Carr, so you got to protect him. And receiver wise, like if you're not okay with it, there's a Michael Thomas that's sitting on the couch. There's a what's that white boy? What's that white boy's name?
Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro. Go give. Hey, we've been talking about white boys all day. Go give me a white boy receiver, all right?
Yeah. You're right about the shell shock, man. Like I said, I don't want CJ to start getting happy feet. You know, he's already rushing the throws and some of the throws being late. He's already doing it already. So I don't want to make that a habit. And say these teams watch films as well, so they're going to see what's going on. Bo, who you think we should go trade for or don't trade for anybody?
I don't have a particular name. All I know is if it's not a safety or O lineman, interior O lineman, I don't care about it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm good. It
as long as
needs to
their
be a
name's not
safety,
Kenyon Green, right?
covering safety or interior offensive lineman, huh?
As long as his name's not Kenyon Green, right?
As long as it ain't Kenyon Green. Okay, as long as it ain't Kenyon Green. If you gotta move Kenyon Green, move him. If anybody want to deal with that, move him and get a safety or interior offensive lineman. But I'm cool on receivers. I feel like I'm going to have to just hope and pray that Nico is doing great and he'll be back for the Lions. Because, like you said, Crenshaw, after tomorrow night, that should let Nick Caserio and D'Amico Ryans know loud and clear what's missing and what we need before they can make a trade before the trade deadline. So,
and I feel
like I said, safety, interior alignment. You listen to me when I talk about Devin White, Texans, okay? I said, go get Devin White off the street. You got him. You listen to me. I need a safety, an interior alignment, a covering safety, and a pass blocking interior alignment. That's all I want.
And I feel like you can go get a guy like a Honey Badger, bring him back to Houston for.
Bring him back home. Come on. I know he already home. Bring him back over here,
man. Juan Thornhill from the Browns. You bring him. Del Pitt. I mean, I know he's a young guy. He's probably going to cost you a second, but yeah, you can go get some of these guys. Like, it's time. Stop sitting on your hands, and it's time to start moving. Like,
trade Jimmy Ward. Trade Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward.
They love Jimmy Ward. He ain't going nowhere. He's a captain.
Trade Jimmy Ward. Get him out of here.
I don't know. I don't know why. And then they messed around and gave that man an extension.
Yeah.
I don't
and the crazy is Jimmy, he's a great player, great human being. I see him on a little bully, like stop the bullying ass and everything. The great man. But
he's bullying us.
Your best ability is availability, brother. So if you can't help us win games, you're stealing money. You're robbing them in broad daylight with a flashlight. Okay, brother?
Ed Reed 2.0.
Well, my goodness.
Well, it's just like Bo said that he pleaded and begged for Devin White. You see saw what Keno was doing for Justin Simmons. I mean, like I think Keno would have paid some money for the Texans to get Justin Simmons, and yet here we are. Like, come on, guys. And what was it? $7 million? $7 million for an All-Pro safety? Come on, guys. Like you said, quit sitting on your hands. It's time to get to work.
I know they listen to Jimmy. I know who's listening to Jimmy. Jimmy said, we don't need Simmons. I'm good. You ain't good, brother. You ain't good.
Yep. That's just what he was, because that's D'Amico boy, man. D'Amico, that's D'Amico boy, bro. Jimmy, even if he came here, Jimmy shouldn't have been playing safety. He should have been what he played at San Francisco. He was the nickel corner. He was the nickel guy in San Francisco, man. He didn't play the free. He didn't play back there at San Fran, man. He was the nickel.
Yep. Hey, okay. Before you move on, Crenshaw, I got a question for everybody in this room. Okay, everybody, a question for y'all. Okay. Knowing what we know now, granted hindsight is 2020, but if the Chiefs did not trade for Hopkins and Stephon Diggs went down, do the Texans make that call?
No.
What?
No.
What?
I don't think he want to come here.
I don't care what he want to do. Get over here and come catch these footballs, man.
like you just said about
Whatever.
Jimmy Ward. Same thing about D Hop. Best ability is availability. He's not 100%. He's aging.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, we need a first down third and like 6. He's pretty much money.
And the guy they should have
He's
got
pretty much money.
was the guy that got traded from the Panthers. Should have got
Yep.
him.
DeAndre Johnson.
Yeah.
So tell me this: what about Mike Williams? I mean, yeah, Mike up there in the Jets. Would y'all trade for him?
No,
I
no,
thought they cut his ass. He's still on the team.
no,
thought
they
they
cut him.
did
He's
too.
still there. He's still there.
No, he's still
Okay.
there.
Because he's injury. I mean, granted, these new NFL players are all injury prone,
Yeah.
but he's really injury prone. So I just
Yeah.
know as soon as he step on the Texans football field, NRG, he gonna
I'm
tweak
telling
something.
you, I got the answer. Go get that white boy. Go
Hunter
get him.
Renfrow?
Like, yeah, go get.
I
look,
can't believe Hunter Renfrow is not on the roster. That's
I know.
crazy. That's crazy.
he might be a lot of Julie Edelman. I don't know why people ain't taking a chance of him, but and that's not just because of both white, but yeah.
All right, now y'all got to see DeAndre Hopkins host that Lombardi up. I'm gonna let y'all know. Not just playing.
It won't be because of him though.
Well, think about it, Bo. Every time the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, what happens? They get a former Texan. First year was the Honey Badger. The second time was Justin Reed.
Justin Reed.
And then the next year was Charles Omenihu. And this year is DeAndre Hopkins. Book it. Chiefs win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. It's in history.
Yeah.
Well,
It is what
That's
it
so
is, man.
depressing. That's so depressing.
it
That's so
definitely is. It definitely is depressing.
The crazy
man.
thing is, they all on the team. We should have won that one year. I'm finna break some. I'm finna break some real quick.
And look on that team right there, we talking about our wide receivers and all this. I mean, they winning games, and they wide receivers ain't really getting that many yards, and they still winning games. They 7-0.
That defense,
Reed,
That
man.
man.
defense,
Andy Reid.
yeah.
They defense.
And that defense is lit. That defense be making plays.
Well,
Them
not
boys.
just that though, guys. Their coaching staff does this thing. It's crazy. Like this unbelievable thing. It's called making adjustments through the game. Like if something's not working, they fix it.
I don't know what that feel like. I'm trying to see what that feel like.
I have no idea. Like, what is that? Like, can somebody please explain it to me? Because as a Texans fan, even back to the Gary Kubiak days, I have never
seen a coach make adjustments. I have not. You know what? Domingo makes defensive adjustments, but offensively, I've never seen a Texas head coach make offensive adjustments. Never.
Not one.
I don't know. I don't know why it's that hard. But all right. So let's talk about so we can get ready to wrap this up. The Jets matchup. Give me the key to the game, Big Roy.
Offensive line versus their defensive line is mixing. Mixing is the key to the game. That's just plain. I can't put it no more. It's mixing. Offensive line opening up holes, time possession, trying to keep them, trying to stay above the sticks, not beyond. I mean, you're not trying to be 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 versus this team, man. You don't want that. You don't want that. So my keys to the game is offensive line versus the defensive line with mixing running the ball.
Okay, now give me your prediction of the score.
Prediction of the score, I'm thinking it's going to be a low-scoring game. 2016 Houston.
Okay.
2016 Houston.
All right. Bo, same questions. Matchup, key to victory, and a prediction.
I'm laughing because remember I told y'all if I ever say Texas finna score more than 24 points, you tell me to stop. All right. So before I get to my predictions, is what I'm gonna say. Look, hey man, like Big Roy said, trenches. This is a trenches game. Battle of the trenches. If our line can do their job and our D line can do their job, we win this game. Point blank, period. Simple as that. We have the talent, we have the quarterback, we have the defensive coaching to win this game. So get to Aaron Rodgers, move the ball consistently on the offensive side of the ball, score touchdowns, and we can win this game. But my prediction is Texans 24, Jets 10. I think our defense is gonna have a good game. Jets 10, Texans 24.
All right. Chef Briggs, cook me something, man. You mute, brother. You mute.
The way to win the game is all gas, no brakes. We gotta quit being conservative on both sides of the ball. If we let Aaron Rodgers come back, he's going to cook us. That's how he made his household name, was the comebacks of comebacks. So all gas, no brakes, and like Bo said and Big Roy, it's Joe Mixon time. Like I said, make that boy Derrick Henry for a day and give him 35 carries a game. That's the only way we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Now, prediction wise, I'm just gonna write it. What is this like? Last Sunday was the third week that the same score. I'm gonna go 23-20 Texans. I mean, for some reason they just love that number. So I got 23-20.
Okay. Usually Thursday games are ugly games because it's a short week. So I think this game's gonna be ugly.
And it's Halloween.
I'm with you guys. I think we need to ride Joe. This game, feeding the ball. So feeding the ball, get to the quarterback. Hopefully, like Roy said, there's no one out there running free. But I think this game going to be like a 17-14 game. Texans will be real low scoring because, like I said, it's going to be ugly. And like I say, you can feed Joe the ball a lot because he's going to have 10 days off. So feed him. Don't be afraid. Hopefully, Bobby don't call no dumb screens in the red zone this game right here.
Oh, they're
Hopefully.
coming.
Oh yeah.
You bet your bottom dollar that, but that bunch formation receiver screen is definitely on the docket tomorrow night. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Get ready. Probably on the first series, bunch formation.
Formation.
It's gonna be
third and 11. Third and 11. I guarantee you, bunch formation screen to Tank Dell. I promise you, what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen. I got CJ Stroud on fantasy. He's on the bench tomorrow. That man is not starting on my team tomorrow night. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say for the bar night. That man is in the light of day. Starting tomorrow for me. He is on the bench. Good luck to you, CJ. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like a Joe Mixon game.
All right, everybody. Give me one hot take before we leave. Start with you, Mr. Roy.
Hot take, man. So it's a hot take. You want to do a hot take for this game or
for this particular game? It could be anything: offense, defense, special teams.
Okay. Hot take is Will and Danielle Hunter get 2 sacks apiece. Bring them down twice. Both we have a total of 4 sacks. Two from both of them, man. They get 2.
Right. I like that, Bo.
Yo, I'm riding with the Sting, man. I'm saying pick 6. And Rodgers love throwing pick 6s, so I'm going Derek Stingley pick 6.
All right, pick 6.
Defense.
Briggs.
I wrote it with Mixon last week. He a little bit there, almost got it. So I'm gonna write it again. I say Mixon gets 150 yards and 2 TDs.
Okay, all right, and I'm gonna say my hot take, so I can finally call him by his real name. I'm gonna say Tank get 100 yards and a touchdown, so I can finally call him.
You mean Nathaniel?
Because he's Nathaniel right now, but once he get 100 yards and touchdown, he's back to Tank to me. So that's my hot take right there.
He gets what did he get?
You gotta get 100 yards and a touchdown. Okay. And I can call him Tank again, but right now he's Nathaniel. All right. So on that note, Roy, tell the folks where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Instagram is Roy_65. Facebook is Roy Hearn, Hearne. That's about what I'm on, man. I'm just on the social media platforms, man. I'm trying to get on these podcasts with you guys, man. Again, bro, I thank you guys for letting me be on here, and I love y'all guys' work. Keep up the great work too, guys. Straight up, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Bo, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Bo Diggity713. I know the vibes on TikTok. A video will be dropping tomorrow before the game, so check out that video too. I know the vibes, man.
Know the vibe. Briggs, talk to me.
Yeah, man. You can find me at A1 Day 1 Texans. I'll be cooking up some stuff on the website and whatnot. So make sure you check it out. And also, we got a kind of special announcement. Because of our newest brother, Johnny Honcho. Man went big for us. Next week, hopefully next week, we will be getting Brian Cushion, the man, the myth, the legend, on to talk some ball with us. So be sure to subscribe. And like Crystal said in the new Swarm video, show up and fill the sheets. You need to show up and fill the chat with Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, with Crystal.
Yeah, man. Y'all can find me at Fifth Ward Crenshaw everywhere, man. We got our new music video on the YouTube page, man. We swarming. Y'all check it out with me and my boy Kenny from Messenger.
Ain't this what
You
they've
know,
been waiting for?
So, you know,
And it drops Friday, right? On all the DSPs,
yes.
right?
Yeah, we streaming everywhere on Friday, but the music video is out. So y'all go support that right there, man. We're trying to do some, you know. Here go a little bit of it right here, you know, playing right here. But anyway, so like I say, next week, hopefully we get Mr. Cushion on. We can ask him, you know, why was he playing without a helmet on? But you know, we'll go we'll go on from that. So man, y'all can find us. Matter of fact, I guess tomorrow, huh? We doing something tomorrow after the game?
Pre-game.
Pre-game?
Pre-game.
Okay. Well, yeah, y'all can find us tomorrow the pre-game. What time the pre-game so fans can know?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. All right. Well, 5 o'clock pregame tomorrow, man. Check us out. You know, I like that 5 because it's in Fifth Ward. So, you know what I'm saying? We doing it like that, man. But yeah, man, we gonna holler at y'all next week, man. Or what, tomorrow. Hit the bumper, man.
Yo, check it out, we rapping for the Texans. Put it in, Crenshaw Bridge, we flexing. Houston rap style, we bringing the heat. Talking Texas football.